Hi everyone, quick tutorial on how to take a logo and turn it into an STL using free 3D software. Now this is specifically for line art like logos and things that you want to convert. So the software we're going to use today is going to be probably Blender and Inkscape. So we'll start by looking up a logo real quick. Let's see, we'll take this Burger King logo right here. I'll make a copy of it. Hold on a second. Image, there we go. And we're going to go right into Inkscape. So once we're in Inkscape, there's a whole lot of buttons. We won't be using most of them, so we're just going to paste right in there. Oh, this one's got the McDonald's logo too, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and take both of them. We've got everything we want right here. We can, I believe, right click and say trace bitmap. That's what we want to do. It'll pop open a new window for us that says trace bitmap. There's a few different settings here, but mainly there's this little button that says live preview. We'll click that. Right now we're getting the Burger King logo, that kind of darker parts of the image. This has to do with a brightness cutoff, so we can increase this until it picks up all the parts we want, and we'll get it to where it hopefully doesn't grab any of the compression and the fact that it's a kind of a lower quality image. We'll hit OK, and that gives us our logo. Now we can kind of zoom in and look. It's kind of like maybe the edges are soft, or we don't like some of the way some of it comes out. We can definitely keep tweaking away on it, doing edge detection maybe. That's a nice way to do it. You can adjust up and down. Color quantization, we can say there's going to be, what, 3 colors in there? 3? Oh, 4 with the white. There we go. Not really a fan of that one. But mainly, using the single scan up, the option up the top, is your best bet rather than these multiple scans down here. Multiple scans will give us kind of a weird layered effect that it's not easy once we want to import it into our 3D tool. But for the sake of time here, oh, did not mean to do that. We've got something that we can work with. I'll go ahead and hit File, Save As. I'm going to save it as just drawing SVG. You can save it as whatever you want. And then we're going to come over here into, today we're going to use Blender. You might want to use different software. Blender's just one of my easy, quick to use pieces of software. I'm sure there are better ones for this. So we're going to go to File, Import, SVG. Mine's saved on my desktop there. Import SVG. And it's very tiny right now. It's actually down there. We're going to hit A to select everything in the screen. Then we're going to S to scale it up. It's gone. It's disappeared. I don't know where it is. So under... oh, there it is. It's over there. I'm going to hit the G button. Sorry, if I scroll my mouse wheel out to zoom out. Hit the G button. I'm going to move it more towards the area that I want to work in. All right, so now I'm going to hit 7 on my numpad. That'll give me kind of a top-down view. I can see my object here. It looks nice and solid. I'm going to say set origin to 3D cursor. Just set origin. Sorry, geometry to origin. There we go. That did not end up where I wanted it. It's not a big deal. I'm going to move it up. I'm grabbing the little arrows to lock it to axes. There's different ways to do it, but definitely recommend getting comfortable with all those. So now we've got this. This nice outline over here. It's currently a curve. I can actually take that and go over to this little curve type shape on the toolbar over here, and I can make it 3D by increasing the extrude. And what I've got is an object. Now it's really dark black, and that's kind of a nuisance. I think I can go over here, click into the kind of material tab, click this diffuse, and bring it up so that I can actually see it. That's helpful. So, yeah. So now we've got a logo. It's pretty thick. You can just go ahead and save that out as an STL right now and start your printing, figure out your scaling. One thing to note is you can hit N on your keyboard. It'll pop open this transform tab, or you can just hit this little plus here. And under dimensions, you'll see this is currently 2 millimeters tall. So that's not really all that tall. This is pretty small. These units here, when you export an STL from here, will be millimeters when you import that into Cura. So let's say I wanted this. Also, I'm not even sure I really want all. Okay, so I hit tab, and that goes into edit mode. Tab, and you can see this is actually still a curve that's been made 3D. What we can do is hit Alt C, and it'll say convert to, and we want to convert to a mesh from thing. Also, you can just hit space and say convert, and it'll give you that menu, right? Space will bring that up, and you can always search. So in this case, we're converting, so I can hit convert, or Alt C. I'm going to convert it to a mesh, and now when I hit tab, it's all polygons. Okay, so that gives you an idea what it's actually going to look like in polygons. Anyway, that could be helpful, because what I want to do is I just want this Burger King logo, not this McDonald's logo. So I'm going to select a few points over here and hit Control L to select all the linked polygons, and just hit delete. I want to delete the vertices. Oh, I missed some of them. I'm going to do it again. Control L, hit delete vertices. Control L for all linked. Delete vertices there. Now I'm down to just my Burger King logo. This is not advertising for Burger King. It's just a random logo that I decided I was going to pick. Then we can do a file, export, STL, or we can work on our scale and say, okay, I want this to be the size of a... Sorry, I had to look up how big a quarter is in millimeters. It's 24 millimeters. Okay, so we'll say I want it to be the size of a quarter, so I'm going to set its largest dimension, to 24. It doesn't scale the whole thing evenly unless you lock it. But anyway, I'm going to take this and put it on all of these. This is the scale dimension. So now it'll be 24 by 23 millimeters, roughly the size of a quarter, and it's going to be 6 millimeters tall. I'm going to hit File, Export, STL. If you have a bunch of items in the scene, it may be important worth note, like if you want to export just the one you've got selected, you got to click Selection Only. But I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to call it bk.stl. And export. Now, oops, if I spell it right, let me open up Cura, please. Oh, I should have had that open already. It's going to take just a minute here. It's loading my machines. That's kind of slow. There we go. Just get that open right there. And we'll go open that model we just made. Oh, size of a quarter. Look at that tiny little Burger King logo. Oh, actually, I think that's one I downloaded off of a website as an example. I should reopen that. That's interesting. So you could see, the website did the converting for free. It doesn't look incredible or anything. We'll go grab another one. I think it was in Documents maybe. Here we go. Open up RBK, much larger, and you can see, like, especially around the registered trademark, that the quality is a lot better. All right, hope that's helpful to you guys. Talk to you later.